ever. Welcome inside Madison Square Garden, John Saunders, alongside Nancy Lieberman-Klein, who is the general manager, coach of the Detroit Shock. But on a night like tonight, as a Hall of Famer, I know you'd probably like to be on the floor.
You know, I'm really happy to be up here with you. Maybe about 10 years ago, but I'm very comfortable here.
The best players in the world gathered tonight.
Well, they are the best, and you have the young and Shamiqua Holtzclaw. She is the future of the game. She has lived up to all the billings. She's done it offensively. She's done it with rebounding. What excitement she has brought to the league. She is going after the woman who has set the standards, the two-time MVP, Cynthia Cooper. Let's just say she has the ring, she's got the hardware, she's got the heart. She is the best in the world at this moment. And Sheryl Swoopes, she wants her time to come. Her speed, her quickness, her shooting. She's another star and legend in the making.
Any question about whether or not these are the best players? There are 10 members of the U.S. national team, 7 of them playing for the West, if that's a tip. Jay Bellis with one of them.
Thanks, John. I'm with Sheryl Swoopes. And Sheryl, this is clearly an important event in the history of women's basketball. How significant is this All-Star game for you as the leading vote-getter?
Well, I think there's probably a little pressure on me to come out and at least perform well. Being the top vote-getter, I think people are going to expect a lot out of myself, along with my teammates. But, you know, I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I just want to come out, play well, and have fun. And hopefully the West will win.
Well, Sheryl, best of luck. And with a look at the East squad, let's go to Tiffany Wright and TERESA Weatherspoon. Tiffany?
Thank you, Jay. TERESA, an historical event, and it's happening right here on your home court. What emotions are going through you right now?
I'm very excited. I'm looking around the arena. I see thousands of people here coming to see this historical moment and really enjoy the basketball that we wanted to play for them.
Well, thanks a lot, TERESA, and good luck to you.
Say hello to my family. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is for Anthony. Know that.
Let's go back to John.
All right, the ladies taking over everything on this night. Spoon and the rest of the stars will take to the floor when we come back. Whitney Houston with your national anthem. Ladies' night continues when we come back.
When you score, I score. When you sweat, I sweat. When you hurt, I hurt. What you wear, I wear. Champion, outfitter of the WNBA.
ESPN's presentation of the WNBA All-Star Game is brought to you by Nike, by Regal by Buick, the official car of the WNBA, by Kellogg's. Tomorrow morning, help yourself with Kellogg's. And by Champion, the exclusive outfitter of the WNBA.
A superstar night, and superstar Whitney Houston coming by with the national anthem in a moment. Plus, we will have the starting lineups for the first ever WNBA All-Star Game. This is a sellout. There are no tickets available. Plenty of people out on the floor as we get ready to do this for the first time in the history of women's basketball. Here's Ruben Dismukes, the PA announcer.
And now, we ask you to please rise for the national anthem. To perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please give a warm welcome to our very special guest, 5-time Grammy Award winner, multi-platinum recording and film superstar, the voice, Whitney Houston.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the
WNBA All-Stars. First, here are your Western Conference All-Stars. The trainer and the assistant coaches from the Houston Comets are Michelle Leggett, Elisa Scott, and Kevin Cook. Head coach for the West and the two-time WNBA champion Houston Comets, Dan Chancellor. And now the players from the Western Conference. At 6'2", forward from the Utah Stars, Natalie Williams. Standing 6'3" at forward from the Sacramento Monarchs, Yolanda Griffith. At 6'3", the center from the Phoenix Mercury, Jennifer Gillum. Standing 5'11" at guard from the Sacramento Monarchs, Tina Pinachero. At 5'11", guard from the Minnesota Lynx, Anya Edwards. And at 5'9", guard from the Sacramento Monarchs, Ruthie Bolton Holyfield. And now the starting lineup. At forward, the top vote getter in the WNBA All-Star balloting from the Houston Comets, Cheryl Swoops. One of the leading shot blockers in the WNBA at forward from the Houston Comets, Tina Thompson. Star center and outstanding rebounder from the Los Angeles Sparks, Lisa Leslie. She's an assist leader in the WNBA. At guard from the Phoenix Mercury, Michelle Timms. At guard, two-time MVP and leading scorer in the WNBA from the Houston Comets, Cynthia Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1999 Western Conference All-Stars. And now, here are your Eastern Conference All-Stars. The trainer from the New York Liberty is Lisa White. And the assistant coaches from the Cleveland Rockers are Susan Yao and Mike Wilhelm. The head coach for the East led her team to the 1998 Eastern Conference Championship. From the Cleveland Rockers, Linda Hill-MacDonald. And now the players from the Eastern Conference. At 5'9", forward from the New York Liberty, Vicki Johnson. At 6'2", the center from the Orlando Miracle, Taj McWilliams. At 5'9", playing guard forward from the Cleveland Rockers, Berlakia Jones. At 5'7", guard from the Detroit Shock, Sandy Brondello. Standing 6 feet at guard for the Orlando Miracle, Nikisha Sales. At 5'7", guard for the Orlando Miracle, Shannon Johnson. And at 6'4", not starting due to injury, forward from the New York Liberty, Rebecca Lobos. And now the starting lineup. At forward from the Washington Mystics, Queens, New York native, Shamiqua Holtzclaw. At forward, one of the WNBA's leaders in rebounding, scoring, and steals. From the Charlotte Sting, Vicky Bullitt. At center, leading rebounder from your New York Liberty, Hill-MacDonald. She's the fifth-ranked scorer in the league after only 2 seasons in the WNBA. At guard from the Washington Mystics, Nikki McCray. She's first in three-point field goal percentage, second in steals, and third in assists. At guard from your New York Liberty, TERESA. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1999 Eastern Conference All-Star. Let's have a big round of applause for the inaugural WNBA All-Stars. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the show on, get paid.
Madison Square Garden is filled with stars tonight on the floor and off. 2 more you have yet to meet. They'll call the game tonight. Robin Roberts and Pat Summitt.
All right, John, thank you very much. You're too kind to call us stars with the group that's surrounding us. Well, maybe Pat, she can fit that.
I don't think so. Not in this building tonight.
Pat, you've been around basketball a long time. You see anything like this?
Oh, Robin, it's electrifying. I'm glad to be a part of it. I can't wait to watch this game. It's going to be awesome.
All right, let's get down to nuts and bolts. What about tonight's matchups?
Well, you have to look at the perimeter game and look at Swoops and Cooper. And, I mean, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, they're 2 of the best in the league. They're matching up against 2 pretty good players in Nikki McCray and Shamiqua Holtzclaw. They're a little bit younger, maybe you call them rookies, but I think they'll be ready to play and it'll be a great, great battle on the wings.
Now, you have coached an all-star game or 2 in your time. You think the key matchups are really the key could be the guard play?
Well, I said earlier, Weatherspoon has to come to play. I think she's real key. When you look at the guard play in an all-star game, they handle the ball more than anyone else. Who are they going to give it to? These 2 will distribute the ball. I really look for a great guard play, but I think you'll see the inside people involved as well.
Well, let's take a look at the matchups that you will see tonight here in the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. Michelle Timms going head-to-head with Teaspoon, Cynthia Cooper, Nikki McCray. Cheryl Swoops and Shamiqua Holtzclaw. They've had a little battle already so far this season. Tina Thompson and Vicky Bullitt, Lisa Leslie, and Kim Hampton, Pat.
Well, you look at Swoops and Holtzclaw. That's one of the great matchups.
Yeah.
I think definitely Cheryl Swoops has taught Shamiqua Holtzclaw a few things with her pressure defense, but that's great for Shamiqua and great for the game.
And as Nancy Luman-Klein said earlier, Shamiqua Holtzclaw really has handled all the hype surrounding her very well. Solid numbers, averaging almost 19 points, 9 rebounds a game.
I think so, because expectations have been incredibly high for Shamiqua, but I think she's been out there to play every night and played both ends.
Well, Cheryl Swoops came out to play, the leading vote getter, as a first basket of the night.
She didn't waste any time convincing people that she is definitely worthy of getting all the votes as far as #1 leader in vote getting.
That's right. The steal, Lisa Leslie back to Timms, kicking around a little bit. Leslie being guarded by Hampton, a fade away, knocks it down the lane.
Well, right there, you have to credit Michelle Timms. She goes inside to Lisa Leslie. I think the West clearly has the advantage in the front line game, so why not go to it early?
Go inside often. TERESA Weatherspoon, good move there, but nothing doing. Rebound to Thompson.
Look at Thompson. She decides, baby, I'll be a guard tonight.
Well, I think, when it's an all-star night, you want to shine a little bit and show your stuff.
Tina Thompson along the baseline, the rebound of Vicky Bullock, who was starting because of Rebecca Lobo's injury. Rebecca Lobo was supposed to be a starter, but Vicky Bullock was chosen to start in her place. He's still looking to get on the board. Long rebound out to McCray. Off the mark.
Only one offensive rebounder in the paint. Everyone else is backpedaling.
Pat, don't look for defense in a game like
don't
even make yourself sick.
Robin, I can't watch a game and not look for defense. Sorry.
Let's look at the East leading scorers. Shamiqua Holtzclaw leading all the Eastern Conference scorers. Nikki McCray, Sandy Gondello, Vicki Johnson, Makisha Shells. All those players you'll see tonight here at the Garden. Tina Thompson working on Bullock. Nice cut, but stolen by Teaspoon. Keys the break. Oh, she's going to do something. Shamiqua Holtzclaw, the spin move. The East still looking for their first points of the night.
Yeah, but I like Spoon pushing tempo. I think that's what they need to do is get out and get some baskets in transition.
For their floor, but a turnover. A chance for the East. Let's take a look at the Western Conference leading scorer. Cynthia Cooper, the leading scorer again in the league. Natalie Williams out of Utah, Yolanda Griffith, Cheryl Swoops at 18 a game, and Tanya Edwards. And you'll see all 5 of those players in action as well tonight.
No surprise that Cooper's leading this league in scoring. She does such a great job of not only making shots, but getting to the free throw line.
That's right. Hampton trying to make something happen, but still the East. Nothing doing from the floor. Lisa Leslie, the air ball, out to Nikki McCray, who handles it to Teaspoon. In and out.
Well, it's one, and let's go the other way.
That's right. So much for getting on the boards. Good pass.
Nice look.
Nice pass from Michelle Timms to Tina Thompson. Now the East 0 for 6 in the game collectively. Just need a little something to get on the board. Still denied. Cooper out ahead. Nice lead pass to Lisa Leslie.
Well, it's interesting. The last 2 baskets in transition belong to the post players. I mean, you have to see the West doing a better job of running the floor, particularly with their interior people.
And the steal by Coop. This is getting ugly early for the West.
Well, Robin, I think this is what a lot of people expected when they saw the strength and the scoring ability of the West team. However, I think you have to see defense played on this end of the floor if they're going to be at all capable of making anything happen.
Shamiqua Holtzclaw left alone, knocks down the first basket for the East.
Looking long,
but not getting back. The partial block by Bullock. Vicky Bullock left alone. But again, the East not going to the basket.
Well, it's interesting. They're not going to the basket, and they're not getting back. Where are they, Robin?
They're not getting back on D, and an easy basket for Cheryl Swoops. Steal by Thames. 3 turnovers now by the East. Cynthia Cooper left alone. In and out for 3. Holtzclaw going up high for that rebound.
She's really concentrated on being a great rebounder and averaging 8 right now in the league.
But once again, the East getting just 1 shot.
I'm out of breath.
This pace, I'm exhausted. Tina Thompson. And the West saying, are we ever going to get in the way it's going right now? This first 5 for the West clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, they've had easy scoring opportunities because they pushed the basketball, and obviously the East has not been back, and they have to get back or get on the boards.
Nice pass inside to Holtzclaw, blocked by Lisa Leslie.
Great block by Lisa Leslie.
Tina Thompson fires it.
No one's real shy tonight on the offensive end, Rob.
You don't have to worry about the shot clock at all. East looking like a team that's not used to playing with one another. The block, Nikki McCray's shot is blocked by Lisa Leslie. Cooper Cooper, the basket and the foul. It's the wild, wild west so far in the inaugural WNBA All-Star game. They have the big lead over the East, thanks in part to the reigning MVP of the league.
Welcome to WNBA.com, the exclusive online source for everything WNBA. Get live box scores and see highlights of the day's best plays. Listen to live radio broadcasts of every WNBA game. Check out the latest scoop and see what's up, or go shopping for the hottest WNBA gear. Feel like chatting? Every WNBA player is here, so drop us a note. So connect with the game. WNBA.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. The stars are out. Liza with a Z, not Lisa with an S. Liza Minnelli, Tracy Ullman. Two of the stars that are here, Tyra Banks, an often visitor for the New York Liberty. And I think Jay Billis is with the brightest stars of all right now. Jay?
You said it, Robin, with the World Cup champions, Brandi Chastain and Mia Hamm, who are not only great soccer players, but great basketball fans as well. And Mia went to North Carolina basketball school, and I hear that you enjoy playing, but Tony DeChico won't let you guys.
Yeah, every time we have a cool down, that most of us want to go to a basketball court and play pickup basketball, but he's afraid that we'll kill each other.
Brandi, this was such an important event, winning the World Cup for women's sports in general. How important do you think this All-Star game is for the women's sport?
Well, I think it just validates what they're doing on the court. All these people here support women's basketball. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would love to be here to enjoy this event, and I just think these women deserve it, and I'm very proud of them.
What's next for you guys? Are your eyes just on the 2000 Olympics, or are you going to have some fun?
Well, rest in the immediate future, and then we'll get together probably in March. We'll have some games in the fall, but March we'll start our serious training for Sydney.
Well, congratulations on the World Cup. Let's go back to Robin.
All right, Jay, thank you very much. Tremendous what they did for women's sports and for the sport of soccer, Pat. It was great to be
Greatest
part of.
women's sporting event ever, Robin. What an impact for all of us.
Yes.
We've got to be proud. Proud of this team and proud of the impact.
It's going to be far-reaching. Nikisha Sales missing both from the line. So a lot of new players in for both sides. Jennifer Gillum handling the ball right now for the West. Cheryl Swoop staying in. Tisha Penichero coming in for the first time. Ruthie Bolton, Holyfield, the miss. Shannon Johnson running the point right now for the East, trying to get something started. So they brought in Tajah Williams, Shannon Johnson, Nikisha Sales, and Vicki Johnson knocking it out.
Vicki Johnson can get it going, Robin. I really like her offensive game. They needed to take the lid off. You know, they have 0 points in transition, and the West, 10 of their 16, 18 points now in transition.
That's right. Jennifer Gillum drawing the foul. I haven't seen a lot of fouls. I don't know if no one wants to get close or get hurt, but Vicki Bullitt called for her first foul.
I think when you get in an open court game like we see the West team, obviously there are not going to be a lot of fouls, particularly if you're not back in, in transition, and the East has just failed to get back.
Yeah, you gotta get back. You gotta get close to them to foul.
Well, you have to be, well, within a foot, I guess, maybe a couple feet.
Shamika Holtzclaw, Nikki McCray out. And coming in, Tanya Edwards for the Minnesota Lynx, an all-star.
I tell you, Tanya Edwards, hard for me to see Tanya out there still playing. I mean, she has 2 national championships in Tennessee, first Michigan player to come to Tennessee. Right. She goes to the ABL. She has 2 championships there, and she still loves the game.
Left you in 1990, and a quick move by Nikisha Sales.
Great move. Nikisha's playing really well. I think the impact she's had on Orlando has been really, really impressive for a rookie coming off the type of injury she had.
Swarming defense by the East. And a trio of Orlando Miracle players, Tajah Williams, Nikisha Sales, and Shannon Johnson.
Right here, she sees the baseline. She doesn't hesitate, and I mean attacks it. That's what you have to do. I really think in games like this, if you can't score in your half-court offense, you got to have one-on-one players that can make plays.
That's it, and here's Shannon Johnson making a play for the East. ball fake by Sales. Has a block, though, by Yolanda Griffith.
Well, there has to be at least 3 blocks
for the West.
On the inside game for the West. I mean, they're doing a great job, but they took it a little deep then.
They definitely have the size advantage. Tanya Edwards with a quick release and basket. We're here for the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game, Madison Square Garden. The West with a 15-point lead. They have been in control from the very tip, folks. Shannon Johnson for 3. Knocks it down. That's what the East needs.
I tell you, Sales and Johnson, they have definitely had an impact on the East and their ability to score in the half-court game.
But does it help having 3 players from the same team out there?
Oh, I think without question, because they're comfortable and they play well together, and I think they read each other very well.
Woo. Jennifer Gillum read that to perfection.
I tell you, she looks super. She's at the best height in the best physical condition of her entire career.
Lost 30 pounds in the offseason. Phoenix came oh so close last year to beating Houston, and she wanted to do something to help out this year.
Well, we need to get a copy of her diet.
Foul is called. A 14-point lead for the West. Come on back, everyone. During the break here at Madison Square Garden, the U.S. national soccer team, World Cup champions, were recognized here at Madison Square Garden, and they were saying, we're not worthy, we're not worthy, and they were doing the same right back to them. But Cheryl Swoops is worthy in this game, the Sears WNBA All-Star ballots leader. 84,632 votes just before the game. Cheryl was presented with a trophy for being the Sears WNBA All-Star top vote getter. Val Ackerman and John Labatt from Sears presenting $25,000, which Cheryl Swoops will donate to charity. The good people at Sears are already on board to continue their sponsorship of the WNBA. We appreciate that greatly.
Cheryl Swoops is having a super year. I think playing probably the best basketball of her career.
The steal by Ruthie Bolton Holyfield, and the block by Shannon Johnson. Blocked by Taj McWilliams, a pair of miracle players. Bad pass there, though, by Johnson. 5 turnovers now by the East. Tanya Edwards. Oh, the putback by Natalie Williams.
Natalie Williams, she's always around the basketball, always around the glass. Great rebounder.
That looked like one of her volleyball moves. She was also All-American
volleyball and basketball, Robin.
Taj McWilliams in the lane. Doesn't quite get the bounce, but she is fouled. So McWilliams will go to the line. I'll tell you that Orlando Miracle, a surprise of the WNBA, and at the half, Carolyn Peck will join John Saunders and Nancy Lieberman-Klein to talk about what they have done. They're just like a half game back for the lead in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you see the 3 players they have on the court right now, and McWilliams has really, I think, stabilized their offense. She's been a go-to player, and she's been steady. Certainly Shannon Johnson brings that play at the point position. She has great leadership. She's a veteran now and very settled. And Nikisha Sales, what can you say?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt having
She's not playing like a rookie, Robin.
Of course, at the end of her senior year at Connecticut, had the ACL injury, her Achilles tendon. Turnover by the West this time.
Now the West, they're still looking to push tempo and get those easy transition baskets. Gillum's doing a nice job running the floor.
Sandy Brondello in for the first time, plays for the Detroit Shock. Malakia Jones of the Cleveland Rockers with the ball right now. Shannon Johnson, that's a sweet jumper.
I tell you, she has an all-around great game, and she's not afraid to be an offensive factor.
Tisha Pinachero drawing the foul. Coming up up this week. The WNBA, Lifetime, Friday. But they don't get much of an all-star break. Sacramento and Cleveland, 8 p.m. Eastern on Lifetime. Saturday, NBC, the LA Sparks and Phoenix. And then Monday night, we'll be in Phoenix for Houston.
Nice pass by Pinachera.
But Jennifer Gillum couldn't convert.
She couldn't convert, but I tell you, I like Tisha Pinachera. I think she's a great passer, great court vision.
Does see the court so well. Malakia Jones gets up high to knock that one down.
That's what she does so well. She puts that ball on the floor. She can create with that jumping ability a shot anytime she wants it.
She can elevate. Oh, Tisha Pinachero just off the mark. Shannon Johnson sparking.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass inside to Taj McWilliams, who was fouled hard. But Shannon Johnson made that happen.
She really created that. Right here, you see Malakia Jones. She elevates. She gets up into her jump shot and gets over the defense. I like her game.
Sending McWilliams back to the line. Pinachero was called for her second foul. Get some 3 points from the line to try and get back in this. East down by 9. They have trailed throughout the first half here. No look from Tisha Pinachero. Ruthie Bolton Holyfield in and out. Good position there by McWilliams.
That's Ruthie's shot, and she looks to take it. And she should, because she is very efficient from three-point range.
Earlier this month, she had 34 points, matching her career high. Kim Hampton over Natalie Williams.
Do I shoot? Do I drive? Do I shoot?
Of course, with this partial crowd, shoot. Wasn't quite ready for it. Natalie Williams. Boy, a lot of those balls are going just in and out. They've only had a couple of days to practice. McWilliams kicks it back out to Johnson. Sandy Brondello keeps it alive. At least it was an offensive rebound.
Well, we have one.
Fast-paced first half. Tanya Edwards.
Tanya's really smooth. She makes it look easy, goes around. You're not sure she's going to pass or shoot, and she knocks it down.
Your players love it when you're in the house. Oh, long range, knocking down the three. Taj McWilliams. The East could use a little more of that.
Well, when you have a post player that can post up and then step away from the basket, that's the direction of our game. I really think players are going to have to play multiple positions.
Actually, 9 seconds on the shot clock. They actually worked it down a little bit. Pinachero not really known for outside shooting. Malakia Jones kicks it back out to Brondello. Just inside the three-point line.
Brondello, she's definitely one of the best shooters in the league, and I like the fact she can shoot the three or put it on the floor. Right there, she knocks down the jumper off the pass.
The East on a 12-2 run to get back to within 6. 10 seconds on the shot clock. The West starting to take a little more time. 4 seconds. Need to get a shot off. Tanya Edwards does. Fresh 30, thanks to Natalie Williams.
Oh, that's a big rebound by Natalie Williams, but that's her specialty. She's all over the boards.
One of 2 players in the league to average a double-double. Oh, Shannon Johnson said, all right, gonna leave me open?
I think Shannon likes playing in the Garden, Robin. I mean, she's got a lot of energy, and she is playing well.
She does have a spark to her. Almost a steal by Jones. Long rebound out to Hampton. Williams over the back. But it will be the East ball when we come back. Down by only 5. Come on back.
What makes a winner comes from inside. What keeps them going are fans like you. Get a piece of the action with exclusive WNBA merchandise at Lady Foot Locker.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Big Apple, and these beautiful shots of the Manhattan skyline have been provided by Budweiser's own Bud One Airship. Bud Light, the official sponsor of the WNBA. And inside the Garden, Coop had it going on early when she was in the game, Pat.
Coop is mentally tough. I like the fact that every night Coop brings intensity and energy to the court. She plays both ends and she plays hard. She's been a great leader, and there's a reason she's the MVP of this league the last 2 seasons. You see her right here in transition.
She has had 5 points before going to the bench. Billy Baldwin, another one of the stars, out here at Madison Square Garden for the inaugural WNBA All-Star game. Everyone wants to be a part of history. East starters 2 points, but their bench have provided 22. Nikki McCray back in along with Shamiqua Holtzclaw. Nice little finger roll. Cheryl Swoops back in as well. And Cynthia Cooper adding to her point total now with 7 in the game.
Robin, they got their running team back on the court. They're pushing transition. Right now, they are 0 for 8 from 3-point range. So if they're not scoring in transition, you better go inside. And they're scoring again in transition. That was nice inside move
by Shamiqua Holtzclaw. The basket and the foul. Just the first foul on Michelle Timms.
You know, Shamiqua's done a much better job of taking the ball to the basket and getting to the free throw line and shooting over 80% from the line. That's an improvement for her. I think she's really worked to be efficient from the line.
Yolanda Griffith can't hold on to it. Pat, I know you talked to her early on in the season when you saw that she really wasn't going to the basket and really wasn't going to the line, and she listened to you.
Well, really all I said to her is, are you ever going to the free throw line again?
I think she heard. Yeah, I think she did. Nancy Darce is happy you said that to her. Nikki McCray gets loose along the baseline.
Great baseline job by Nikki McCray.
East within 2. Yolanda Griffith is fouled by TERESA Weatherspoon.
East, they've done a great job of getting back in this game. I think their bench came in, played very well.
Oh, yeah.
They're taking the ball strong to the hole. I like that.
Look at the points in the paint, Pat. 14-point advantage to the West.
I'm not surprised at that, but most of those came in transition.
The turnaround by Griffith. Holtzclaw going high for the rebound. Kicking it out to Teaspoon. Going to set it back up. Have a chance to tie or take their first lead with a 3.
Uh-oh, got a little bit of battle going on the inside.
Shamiqua's just smiling, saying no one's hurt. Long rebound out to Timms.
Better get back. There's Cheryl Swoops.
So quick the other end. Doesn't get the bounce, though.
I'd still look good, Robin.
Oh! And Cheryl Swoops with the speed, but will be called for the foul. The East within 2, just Swoops first. A beautiful night here in New York City for the inaugural WNBA All-Star game. The East within 2 of the West. 3:46 to go until halftime. And yesterday, Cynthia Cooper, now why is she practicing those half-court shots? Because coming up at the half, it's going to be the Buick Regal $1 million supercharged shootout. She is going to attempt a half-court shot, and if she makes it, someone will make $1 million. Usually you make the participant shoot. This is really clever. The player who has a better chance of making it. And you'll see it at the half. Jason Walters has a chance to make $1 million. That's the only shot he wants Scoop to make all night.
I wonder what he's promised her, Robin. Half of it or what? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm wondering what Buick has promised her if she doesn't make the shot.
Oh, yeah, she gets 3 cars if she misses. She gets a $500,000 if she makes
it. That's right. That's all legit. No, folks, it's all legit.
That's a no-brainer. We know what she's going to do.
but they'll also will shoot some free throws. And a layup is worth $10,000. A free throw is worth $20,000. So, and Jason's already guaranteed a $25,000 car. So that's just a bonus, the $1 million shot.
A pretty nice bonus.
Yes, indeed. Yolanda Griffith, a pretty nice turnaround. She was the second pick in this year's WNBA draft behind Shamiqua Holtzclaw.
And she was a #1 pick in the ABL. And, now #2 and certainly behind Shamiqua. But you have to think right now she is probably the greatest impact player in the paint.
Sacramento doing so well. And there is Yolanda Griffith again knocking down Vicky Bullitt.
She's not phased. Bullitt may be, but look at Yolanda. Yo-Yo is walking away here.
Wait, I didn't do anything. What were you talking about? She is so smooth in the open court.
She is outstanding, and she can handle the ball. She can block shots. She plays, obviously, defense as well as offense. Great rebounder.
Averaging a double-double, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Oh, what would a WNBA game be without the Bud Light Shooting Champions? Halfway through the season, now the race heats up in the Bud Light Shooting Championships. Field goal percentage, the leader, Latasha Byers. And from the line, it's Cheryl Swoops. At the end of the season, the WNBA players with the best field goal and free throw percentages will share $25,000, a portion of which will be donated to each player's local charity of choice, the Bud Light Shooting Championship.
Oh, we're going to pick up full court. We're going to play defense, Ron.
Oh, that's a novel idea in an all-star game. Williams kicks it out to Vicki Johnson. Look at Cheryl Swoops, Shamiqua Holtzclaw going over the back of Lisa Leslie, who can't hold it, and a break for the East. Nice touch pass.
Tell those two have played a little together. There's Spoon and Vicki Johnson.
Both Louisiana Texters. Both for the Liberty. Lisa Leslie inside. So just like that, the advantage back up to 8 for the West. They let him get close and said, okay. Not too close.
A nice ball reversal. Oh, Spoon, you got to knock that one down now. Cut this lead. Oh, look at here.
Yolanda Griffith left all alone. She was too open.
She missed a shot, Robin, but look at her run the court.
But a turnover by the East, so a blown opportunity. That's 6 turnovers now by the East All-Stars. They can't afford to do that, down by 8, only in minute 38 left to go here in the first half.
She's laughing. Van Chancellor's laughing. It's good to see him laugh. He needs to loosen up a little bit, doesn't he?
Only 2 losses on the year with the Houston Comets, a 2-time defending WNBA champions.
I didn't think he could have more talent, but he looks to have it tonight, Robin. But
he said he was just going to get out of the way. Let them do their thing.
That's probably the best thing you could do in an all-star game.
I mean, how much coaching can you really do, Pat, in an all-star game?
Very little, Robin. I think give them just a basic set, couple quick hitters if you like, and maybe out-of-bounds play or 2. So let's go play and have fun. This is about having fun.
How about the tip in by Lisa Leslie showing her athleticism? Why not? Just kick back and have some fun. Shamiqua Holtzclaw trying to go to the Keisha Sales. Couldn't quite.
I think anytime Lisa Leslie goes with Yolanda Griffith or Tina Thompson, they just play better. They want to prove themselves right there.
And Tina Thompson proving herself right there. The advantage back up to 12 for the West All-Stars. The East have missed their last 6 shots from the floor. Nikki McCray well off the mark. Nice defense by Taj McWilliams, but doesn't get it back. Little scramble.
I think the officials are watching this one.
And they're the All-Stars, too. Our 3 officials, Sally Bell, Patty Broderick, June Porto. Just letting them play.
Well, they've been officiating in the game a long time. It's great to see them as a crew tonight. I'm sure they're going to have fun as well.
Hey, they're part of history as well. The first foul on Lisa Leslie. They'll be able to say they were the first officiating crew the inaugural WNBA All-Star game. See if the East can make a little run here before half. The block. Good defense, as always, by Cheryl Swoops.
Well, she anticipated that very well. That's Swoops. I mean, she can carry the ball down the floor like a guard. Obviously, played great defense.
Helping the West to a 12-0 run. A 14-point advantage. Getting on the floor. Rolling around a little bit. The official said, oh, okay, I guess we'll blow the whistle here.
Well, it's about time. I haven't heard a whistle in a while, but I like it. I'm not complaining.
No.
For an All-Star game.
Not complaining at all. It is wonderful to see the players smiling and relaxing and just showing their skills. Put in a relaxed atmosphere, but they want to win. Hey. That's for sure.
I think they have great respect for each other. They compete against each other throughout the season, but now they can play together and have fun. But there's no doubt they want to win. Both teams are committed to winning.
So we'll have another jump ball. This time it'll be Holtzclaw and Cynthia Cooper. Just 2.9 seconds left to the half.
That was a heads-up play by Michelle Tim. She steps in front on the jump ball.
Now, why do you call it? This is great. 20-second timeout. They're having fun. They're like, hey, you know what? We got .9. Let's try something here right before the half.
Why not? Why not? I mean, you got the best players in the league right here tonight. Why not give them a chance to make a big play at the buzzer?
Shamika Holtzclaw with 5 points in this first half.
Right there, Shamika does a nice job. Little shot fake, pulls up right here on the baseline. I tell you, her baseline game is probably the best part of her penetrating game.
She'll also rebound as well. She has 5 rebounds, only 2 of 6, though, from the floor for 5 first-half points. In fact, the starters for the East, only 3 of 17. The bench has really come through. So let's see what this whoopsie-doo plan they had with .9 seconds. Oh! Hey,
that's a nice try.
I'll give it a nod. Trying a little something, but still a 14-point lead for the West at the half. And John Saunders, the inaugural WNBA All-Star game, the first half in the books.
All right, Robin, thanks a lot. Here with Nancy Lieberman-Klein, and we looked at each other before this game. We looked at all the talent out there. I said I thought the West beat me by 10. You thought it would be tougher than that. It has proved that.
Well, I thought it would be about a 20-point game, but boy, did the West do a great job. And Cheryl Swoops, you know, everybody looks at Cheryl Swoops' offense, but she can flat go on defense. She comes up with the big block on Taj McWilliams, and she's one of the best finishers. Of course, I could finish if I was ahead of the pack.
She finishes indeed, and the West finishes the first half with a large lead. A lot of work left for the East and a lot of basketball to play. 43-29. It's halftime. Stick around when we come back. Our halftime festivities, including Carolyn Peck, the head coach of the Orlando. The West with a 14-point halftime lead as the Houston Comets, 3 All-Stars really playing terrific in the first half. And the East struggling defensively and offensively. 43-29 is the score right now. And welcome back inside Madison Square Garden. John Saunders, Nancy Lieberman-Klein, joined now by Carolyn Peck, the head coach of the Orlando Miracle. But this has been a quick turnaround for you. You win the national championship as the head coach of Purdue. 3 months later, you're coaching in the pros. Was it tough to make that quick transition?
Well, it was a tough transition, and that was just leaving my team and my staff. We're a close-knit group. But as far as coming to Orlando, it's kind of the same situation there. Our team is tight. We work in a family atmosphere, so it's really a lot of fun.
And Nancy, I whispered in your ear, what's the record right now between each other? And apparently, Detroit's got a 2-0 lead on you.
We had a great game. We, the Shock, had a great game in Orlando on Monday. But let me say something about Carolyn. Everybody in women's basketball was so happy for what you did with Purdue, and you brought so much class to the WNBA. And what she says about a family atmosphere is true. And a lot of the coaches talked about this. We thought that Orlando probably had the second or third best draft of all the teams in the WNBA, and that's a credit to you and your staff.
Well, I think that Rick Stooks was the one on staff starting December 1st. He did a great job of investigating, what we wanted and what we needed. Amanda Hargrove helped us as well. And when it came draft time, we drafted talent, but we also drafted personalities. We thought it all needed to fit.
Carolyn, a lot of coaches have a tough time in the men's game making the transition from college to the professional game in the NBA. What are some of the things that are a little bit different? Because obviously you're not having any problem just a half game out of first place.
Well, I tell you, we've only played 13 games, and I can't say that I've mastered the transition by any means. I learn something new every day, and my team, they've got more experience in the pros than I do. And they've taught me a lot. And I've got a great staff. Charlene Thomas-Swenson and Rick Stooks do a great job of preparing us for every ball game. And then we have a great organization to work for. Bob Vanderwey, he's a great president. He's been supportive of us the whole way. And then we have, our executives with us with Terry Coates and Julius Irving. I mean, we're an important part of the RDB Sports, as with our Solar Bears and the Magic. So we feel really part of the family, and it's a lot of fun.
Without question, having coaches such as yourself means so much, because the league being only 3 years old, it's not easy to go after college coaches and great players and get them to come in and find out whether or not this league is going to stick around. Thanks again, Carolyn Peck, and continued success in the WNBA. Stick around. When we come back, we're going to talk about $1 million. Cynthia Cooper has a chance to put $1 million in a pocket.
Stuart and I get the playoff picture back from the darkroom when we come back. We're clear. Oh, the prompter's going too fast. I can't keep up.
Come on, it's not the teleprompter, it's you.
My throat, I can hardly
Give him some tea, give him some tea. Let's
go. Cut me. Cut me, Lou.
Come on, baby, come on. Snap out of me. Don't be a lollipop. Get out there. Come on, tonight's your night.
Well, without question, these days, the word on everybody.
Sports Center, mornings, 6:30 and 11, only on ESPN.
Plenty of entertainment here at Madison Square Garden, as you might expect. And how about a lesson from Gregory Hines? I mean, that's like having Cynthia Cooper show you how to shoot a jump shot. And with his Liberty jersey as well, Gregory Hines is here for just about every Liberty game. And he's watched his team play extremely well this season. They are in first place. In fact, as we look back at the first half of the season, we have a few surprises, and perhaps the fact that the Houston Comets are dominating once again. Maybe not a surprise that they're playing well, but as well as they are with all the new blood in the league, Nancy.
Well, they still have the big three, and when you have Swoops, Thompson, and Cooper, that means dominance, and that means you have a shot for another ring.
And talk about shocks. Cleveland and Phoenix, almost championship teams last year, and they're struggling.
Well, a lot of it is chemistry for Cleveland. Fijakowski doesn't come back.
Expansion, of course, Orlando and Minnesota playing very well.
Thank you, ABL.
It will help in a hurry. And another surprise team, Sacramento, 8-22 a year ago, and right now they look terrific.
Sonny Allen's team has Yolanda Griffith. They also have Penachero and Keidra Holland-Corn, two ABL players who are dominating.
And then another surprise right here at Madison Square Garden in the heart of New York City, where Rebecca Lobo, the leader in the post, played all of 42 seconds this year. She went out in the first minute. They're still in first place. She's out for the year.
I think you have to give Richie Adubato a lot of credit for keeping this team together, but their draft picks have really stepped up, and Tamika Whitmore and Crystal Robinson has really given them a lot of help off the bench.
All right, as you look back at the first half of this season and your second as the head coach in Detroit, what are the things that have surprised you?
Well, it's a surprise, certainly, that the Phoenix Mercury are not doing better. I think a lot of that is chemistry. Jennifer Yellum also lost about 25 pounds, and maybe it's hurt her a little bit in the low post, but there's still going to be a team that's there at the end of the season. You can count on the Mercury for that. And Sonny Allen's team, I mean, they have done a great job. You know, we just said they came from the cellar, but they have found their chemistry. And you got to remember, Ruthie Bolton Holyfield was out with her ACL injury a year ago.
Things are so tight in the East. Your team's below 500 right now, but still within striking distance. As you look at this schedule, with a shorter season than most people are used to in professional sports, it's got to be tough as a coach to convince your players that, hey, you know what? We can't lose this game. This could be the entire season, and it's only the 8th game of the year.
Well, that's a great point. You really can't have a bad week in the WNBA because that could mean 4 games. We know. We lost 5 games in about a week and a half. You have to come ready to play every night, be competitive, and you have to want to win these games with your preparation. And the East has been struggling against the West. I mean, I know we're 0-5 against the West right now, but it's a long season, and you've got to just make sure that you can bring it back when it counts at the end.
You have made so many big shots over your career. You ever make one worth $1 million? Cynthia Cooper will have a chance to do that with a family. She's standing by right now with Jay Billis.
Thanks, John. Here with Cynthia Cooper. Cynthia, you guys had 2 tremendous runs in the first half to start the game and then to end that first half. No big secret or big surprise that the big 3 from the Houston Comets were on the floor at the same time.
Well, we're very familiar with each other, and we really just wanted to run, and get some offense generated and excite these fans out here. I think Michelle Timms did a wonderful job with keeping us together, keeping us focused, moving the ball, and really getting us out on the fast break.
Well, off camera, you told me that you weren't feeling any pressure at all in this inaugural WNBA All-Star game, but you've got a shot here at halftime that could be for $1 million. Any pressure there?
Yes, definitely. There's a lot of pressure there. We have to thank General Motors and Buick Regal for giving us this opportunity at this $1 million shot. But I tell you what, I am very, very nervous. I want to win this $1 million for this family.
Well, Cynthia, best of luck with the shot and in the second half.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
John, back to you.
All right, Jay, thanks a lot. Now, we must tell you that in practice yesterday, Cynthia Cooper did sink that shot from half court. $1 million on the line.
I got another $5 for you, Coop. I hope this is not too much pressure, a little bit of green.
That's about what my shot would be worth, about $5, and that would be from the layup line right now. But again, let's take a look back at what happened in the first half in the Houston Comets, and maybe this will charge up Cynthia Cooper. She had a look to see that the Comets really dominated.
Well, I think it's smart to start all 3 of them together, and then you have Michelle Timms, who's so great at pushing tempo, and Swoops never gets enough credit for her defense, but that's really what makes the Comets so special.
When you talk about the big lead, let's talk about these rules for the Buick Regal $1 million shootout. Now, 30-second time limit, 3 shots, $10,000 for the layup, and Jason Walters and his family will take that one. Then $20,000 for the free throw, and then Cynthia Cooper from midcourt for $1 million.
I think it's a good possibility that Coop can hit that shot.
For the Buick Regal $1 million supercharged shootout. Let's give a rousing welcome to Jason Walters and his family, who are joined by WNBA All-Star Cynthia Cooper. Get ready, Jason. Get set and go. This layup's for $10,000. It's good. The free throw is for $20,000. Almost. Now, Cynthia will attempt the half-court shot for $1 million. Congratulations. The Walters family made the layup, which means they win $10,000. In addition, a donation of $25,000 will be made to Concept Cure, the breast cancer research and awareness organization funded by General Motors.
Jason Walters walks off with $10,000, but the most telling shot I thought there was the face of Cynthia Cooper. Can you tell she's a competitor?
Well, she's a competitor, and I have a feeling if she was shooting that against a Shock, she probably would have made it.
Cynthia Cooper, she wanted that $1 million for that family. Jason Walters, they won't walk off with that. But again, another look at why Cynthia Cooper is the 2-time MVP of the WNBA. Watch the reaction here. I let my team down. Cynthia Cooper and the Houston Comets. The All-Star game continues.
ESPN's presentation of the WNBA All-Star Game is brought to you by Bud Light, official sponsor of the WNBA. By the new all-Top Flight XL 2000, explosive distance, amazing soft feel. By Lee Dungarees, can't bust 'em. And by Sears, proud sponsor of the WNBA.
Welcome back, everyone, to the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. And at the half, the West with a 14-point lead over the East, 43-29. Robin Roberts and Pat Summitt back with you here in Madison Square Garden. And with John and Nancy taking care of the work, we had a chance to, look around and see everybody that was here. It was fun.
Great halftime show, Robin. I enjoyed it.
The first time we ever actually got to see the halftime show. There is a reason why the West is up by 14 here at the half, Pat.
Well, the West has certainly done an excellent job in transition. On the other hand, the East team, they've not been back in transition defense, and now they have scored 0 points going the other way offensively. I think the fact, points in the paint, West 32, East 6, that right there is enough to tell you the difference in the score at halftime.
That will be all that you need to know why they were down by 14 as we take a look at the leading scores from the first half. And for the West, Lisa Leslie leading the way, and Shannon Johnson coming off the bench for the East. And thank goodness for the bench play of the East, or they'd really be out of this game.
I think Johnson and Mac Williams did a great job off the bench, and Shannon really came in with a lot of confidence offensively, penetrated, kicked the ball out, and just made some good things happen.
Yeah, the East starters have scored only 7 points. The West starters have scored 27 as we take a look at the storyline and what you were talking about, Pat. Fast break points in favor of the West, and the starters with 27 and only 7 for the East. But look at that bench play.
The bench play's been outstanding, but you also have to look at second chance points. The West has 6, but of course they've had a lot of easy baskets in transition. The East, 0. They've got to get on the offensive glass.
And some of the East starters from the first half on the bench to start the second half. Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops also, they're just switching it up for both sides to let everybody get some playing time. It is an all-star game.
They may be switching it up, but for the East, this has been probably their most productive offensive team.
Yeah. For Linda Hill-MacDonald, who is the East coach, thanks to the Cleveland Rockers winning the Eastern Conference last year with a 20-10 record. They're struggling this year. No one really saw that coming. But because of the 20-10 record of a year ago, had the honor of being the East All-Star coach. Same goes for Van Chancellor because of winning the West last year with the Comets with a 27-3 record. Don't want anybody to get hurt. Cheryl Swoops, the top vote getter. Malakia Jones plays for Linda Hill-MacDonald at Cleveland. So with all this talent out here, you want to make sure nothing is on the floor. And I guess you have to worry about that a little bit, don't you, Pat, about injury?
I would be worried if I'm a player, if I'm a coach. Certainly, you want to make sure that these players stay healthy. That's so important to the success of the league and also the success of the individual teams.
Yeah, you want them to have fun, but you want to make sure that they can stay as healthy as possible. Look at Yolanda Griffin handling the ball out
like a guard. She looks like a point guard.
Inside, Natalie Williams blocked from behind, but Taj McWilliams is going to be called for the foul.
I want to look at that, Robin. I don't know.
You see Shannon Johnson.
If you're going to block Natalie Williams' shot, you better get up there. Look pretty clean to me. What do you think? Next look here, look. Nice inside pass. Well, she's at the free throw.
That's right.
That's okay.
The person who had the vote makes it count. Natalie Williams played at UCLA, both basketball and volleyball. All-America for both.
2 NCAA championships in the sport of volleyball. Now, she's not even affected by the fact that people are in the lane. She's got pretty good focus, don't you think?
She really does. And I think we're really going to see a loose second half here.
She gets to shoot again. And officials let that last one go. Whatever. She made it.
Why not?
Just hold your whistle and let them play. We're running an offense here.
What a novel concept. Lakeisha sails way off the mark. Malakia Jones putting some pressure on Ruthie Bolton Holyfield.
Well, I think that'd be great strategy coming out at halftime to try and slow down this West team. They've been so explosive in the transition game.
Natalie Williams goes high for the rebound, but the miss. Shannon Johnson thinks about it. Lakeisha Sales left open.
Probably too open. Thought about it.
A great catch there by Shannon Johnson. That's 7 turnovers now by the West. I think the East wanted to save a little face here in the second half. Vicky Bullitt doesn't quite get the bounce. Battle underneath. Malakia Jones. Oh, look how high she gets over Yolanda Griffith.
She's got springs in her legs. And transition the other way.
So Griffith on the other end and gets back so quickly. Keisha Pinachero, that's one of her favorite targets at Sacramento. Lakeisha Sales hustling back as well. Keisha Pinachero leads the league in assists, almost 8 a game.
You know, I tell you, she to me exemplifies what a point guard mentality should be all about. It's about you first, then about me. I'm running this basketball team. I want to get the right people to basketball.
She definitely looks to pass first. Vicky Bullitt did a good job of getting Jennifer Gillum in the air. Tapping it around. It's going to go to the West. Little Shannon Johnson, one of the smaller players out there, getting in there. Yolanda Griffith, she has really been the spark for Sacramento. Division II Player of the Year, ABL career. You see her numbers and averaging a double-double. And she played Division II only because she wanted to stay close to her daughter. I know, Pat, that you recruited her very heavily, but she wanted to stay close to home because of her beloved daughter, Candace, and to spend time with her.
Well, first of all, I tried to recruit her out of high school, and then I went to Palm Beach Junior College and tried to recruit her. I've been chasing her for a long time. I'm just enjoying watching her play tonight.
It's wonderful to see her getting the recognition that she so richly deserves.
And she talked about, you know, her family's been there to support her as a single parent, and certainly I think that has allowed her to go and play her game and obviously play at the top of her game.
The lefty Williams. Too many left-handed basketball players.
Got 3 in this All-Star game.
That's right. You've done your homework, Pat.
Well, we got Vicky Johnson. You know, I like her game.
Malakia Jones knocks it down for the East.
You know, she can be instant offense. You watch her play, and in a very short period of time, she can put up numbers.
The no-look inside to Yolanda Griffith from Pinachero. 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Better guard Jennifer. She's
gonna back
it. She wants to. That fall away. That's her shot.
And Natalie Williams is there to clean it up.
She's on the boards, and I tell you what, she uses a glass better than anyone in this league. She really does. Soft touch. She's explosive, but she has great touch.
She now has 7 in the game. Johnson going on Pinachero. Vicky Bullitt. Williams working on Williams. Taj McWilliams with the basket.
Nice little fake to the right, back to the middle. She can score inside.
Yes, she can.
Coach Peck's got to like her. I told Coach Peck, I said, a lot of good things have happened to you in the last year. You realize this?
I think she does.
But she's done an incredible job.
A former assistant of yours. We heard her talking at the half with John and Nancy.
And she's a lot smarter now. She's left Tennessee. I don't know. I've got to talk to her about that.
Scramble. And it'll be a jump ball when we come back. Less than 16 to play here in the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. Come on back, folks. Back here in New York City, the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. And inside, the stars are out. Annie Myers, formerly of UCLA, a standout. Summer Sanders, Liza Minnelli, Queen Latifah in attendance here at Madison Square Garden. All for the first ever WNBA All-Star game, because everybody wants to be able to say, hey, yeah, I was there. I was there for the first one.
You could say we had a front row seat, Robin.
That's right. See Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie. They were voted in as starters. They'll be coming in shortly here in the second half. Rebecca Lobo only played 42 seconds, but voted as a starter as well. But Vicky Bullitt starting in her place because of Rebecca's knee injury and recent surgery.
Got to watch this jump ball. Malakia Jones and Natalie Williams.
Oh. And she held her own.
Yes, she did.
Look at Natalie Williams crashing the boards. All right, the East will make a charge here. I feel it. Not like that. Teresa Weatherspoon coming in off the bench, one of the starters. There's a little too much on that pass.
What a good idea. I think Teresa needs to really look to push tempo and get some easy baskets.
Tanya Edwards. Oh, she doesn't waste any time. Former Tennessee Lady Ball playing for the Minnesota Lynx. She has the biggest lead now for the West. Good pass down to Williams and draws the foul on Kim Hampton. So that's pretty much been the strategy of the West All-Stars all game long. The second foul, first foul on Hampton.
Well, I think what we've seen all night is what we're seeing right here, and that's Tanya Edwards looking up. The West team, they're inside. They're 4 and 5 players running the floor and transitioning. I mean, you have to get back. If you're not going to rebound, you miss those shots, and you've got to sprint the floor. And how could you not sprint the floor in this game? Hey, you got to have energy. I think I could play tonight,
I think so, Pat.
Look at Tanya. That's typical of Tanya Edwards. Always smiling, always cool.
Why not? She's a starter in the first ever All-Star game. Has 4 points in the game. Her team, Minnesota, doing very well in the West.
You know, her nickname's Ice, so...
I didn't know that. Nikki McCray is fouled.
But look who defended her on the wing. Yolanda Griffith playing perimeter defense. Not a bad job.
That is frightening. That's her second foul.
Well, obviously, Nikki's not going to shoot over. So if I'm going to get a shot here, I'm going to put it on the floor and try and draw the foul.
Good thinking there by McCray. The crowd trying to get their East All-Stars fired up. Kim Hampton.
Great move inside by Kim Hampton.
Her first basket of the night. Nice shot. Gets her own miss, Yolanda Griffith. Ruthie Bolton Holyfield. And quickly the other way, the East. But they only get, oh no, Malakia Jones does get her shot.
Good job, Spoon.
That's her first basket of the night. For 3 it goes. Still plenty of time in this game.
Ruthie and Yolanda right here, a little two-man game.
They know each other well.
Seen a lot of that this season.
Almost.
Good play. Van Chancellor's pointing down at the line. He wanted to change of possession there.
We're not going to see Shamiqua Holtzclaw back in this game. She fractured a finger and will not play. And we'll let you know the severity of that injury once we know. But we know she will not be returning in this game. But her teammate, Nikki McCray, I know that Shamiqua has to be very disappointed, Pat.
Oh, I'm sure. Anytime she has a chance to come back to her hometown here in New York and have a chance to really show out, and she did last time she was here. I know she was looking forward to this game as well.
Yes, she was. Her left index finger is fractured. Foul called on Hampton, her second, and you can see how it is bandaged. And right now the Mystics are playing so well.
I think they're a hot team right now. I think they're really on a roll. They seem much more comfortable with their offensive game, and I think they're a solid defensive team. They're playing better together.
And in the Eastern Conference, if you get hot, it's very bunched up in that conference. Anything can happen. Right now, New York is leading, but only a few games separate all the teams.
Well, we talk about the fact you have one good week and you're in the race again.
That's it. It's a short season. Natalie Williams does a good job of concentrating from the line. She now has 14 points in this game. Natalie Williams for the Utah Stars. The lead back up to 17 for the West. Nikki McCray can't finish.
You're not going to get many looks at the basket like that, so you better be ready to knock them down.
That's right. The 3 Comets are back in. Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, and Cynthia Cooper.
Look for the tempo to pick up.
Williams going high for the rebound, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be the East ball, and with Tisha Pinachero right now is Jay Billis. Jay?
Thanks, Robin. Tisha, you grew up in Portugal, always dreaming of playing in a game of this magnitude. You played in the 1997 National Championship game. How would you compare this atmosphere with the 97 title game?
Well, as far as excitement, I think this playing in the Madison Square Garden All-Star game is way more exciting. But as far as, being focused in the game and trying to win and give it all you got, then you have to go back to the finals, in the NCAA.
The Sacramento Monarchs struggled last season. Now you're a contender for the WNBA title. What has been the difference this year? Has it just been Yolanda Griffith?
No, Yolanda is a huge part of our team, but we have a new coaching staff, a different philosophy of the game, and then Ruthie is back. We have Yolanda and Kidra. And last year we looked like an expansion team. Nobody was, able to play together, but this year we came together from day one in training camp, and we just, are so together on and off the court that show that we are a good team.
Well, Tisha, nobody plays in this game with more style and bravado. Back to Robin.
All right, Jay, thank you very much. Sacramento in second place behind Houston, a team they've beaten so far this year. A 17-point lead for the West.
So I'm on ESPN.com checking out my sports fantasy leagues. I'll go in a chat room and I'll meet people. People do trash talk in the chat room. I told somebody I was from Boston, and they started in with Buckner this and Buckner that. I just wanted to say, hey, those who have not committed errors, you throw the first stones, okay? If not, leave the man alone, and leave me alone, and let it go. Let it go.
We've been talking about the stars that are out for the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. Well, Vice President Al Gore's wife, Tipper Gore, a huge supporter of women's sports, is with our John Saunders. John?
Robin, thanks a lot. And you have that right. I am with Mrs. Gore. And what a tremendous week this has been for women's sport. First the World Cup, and now this tremendous night.
You couldn't say it any better. It's been a great week, a dream come true. We've got a whole new generation of sports role models for young girls. I'm 50 years old, and I'm excited about it. It really is fantastic.
I am the father of 2 young daughters, and to see the look in their eye when they watch a WNBA game and they get the cards and everything, it means so much to the growth of young girls.
No, it's really important. If you stop and think about what they've seen in our society, it's been boys, men, and all the emphasis on that. This is changing the landscape forever, and it's really important. With the World Cup going to the women's soccer team that worked so hard to achieve that, the WNBA and being able to go and support women in basketball, it's just a dream come true, and we need to see more of it.
I don't think I'm making an assumption to say that Chamique Holtzclaw might be your favorite player out there, being from Tennessee.
Being from Tennessee, I think maybe I can say that we've been a big fan and cheered her on, as well as her coach, Pat Summitt, who is absolutely tremendous.
You got anything to say to Pat as we throw it back to Robin and Pat?
Well, I'd like to say, hi, Pat. As Tennesseans, we are very, very proud of you and whatever you choose to do. But thanks for all the championships you brought home to Tennessee.
Mrs. Gore, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All the championships that you've brought home. Let's see, I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6?
I haven't lost count.
Is it up to 6?
I think about all those missed opportunities, Robin.
Oh,
but,
come on.
No, we're really proud of the 6 NCAA championships. It's hard to believe it only took us 7 trips to Final Four and 4 title games to get one.
Well, once you got there, you knew what you were doing and made yourself at home.
Well, we figured it out, but I've had some just dedicated players and obviously some great talent.
Well, you have Shamika Holtzclaw in this game, Nikki McCray, Tanya Edwards.
Shamika was a part of 3 national championships. Tanya Edwards really a part of 2.
Sandy Brondello coming off the bench for the East. Hey, look at this, Pat. They're back within 12.
Well, they brought in some offense. Brondello, I tell you, she can shoot the 3. She puts it on the floor. I like her offensive style, and I think she's one of the most efficient offensive players.
Almost turns it over. Vicky Bowman is knocked to the ground.
Here she goes. It's going up.
Almost going down. She is not shy about shooting. Cheryl Swoops kicks it. No, talk about not shy about shooting. That's Tanya Edwards.
Well, if you have to miss it, at least no one else gets a rebound.
That's right. Kim Hampton has, been struggling with injuries and has been just so wonderful for the New York Liberty, having an all-star type of year, and that's why she is here, a starter, averaging 10 points, 6 rebounds. She said she just wanted to get in some minutes and let the youngsters take over. She's 36 years old, and she's hobbling around a little bit, but she's showing the youngsters a thing or two.
I was trying to say, she can still play.
It's really nice to see her playing so well this year. A turnover to the East. Nikki McCray creating some space in and out. Oh, but look at Brondello knocking it out like that. And will she benefit from it? Not this time.
That needed to go. You knew they'd make a run, but
understood to go.
Transition.
Nikki McCray hoping for a jump ball, but yet it is the foul. After the inaugural All-Star game tonight here on ESPN, the Sports Century Series continues with a 2-hour special on the most influential. A look at the power brokers who changed the world of sports. David Stern is on the list. And there's also a special segment on Billie Jean King, all right after the game here on ESPN. Tina Thompson with the air ball. Teaspoon pushing it. She's like, no, Brondello, you shoot it and make it.
Well, it's exactly what they have to do if they're going to make a run here. We want them to make a run. We want this place to get involved.
Exactly. It's for the good of the game. They're not cheering for anyone. It's for the good of the game.
And it's entertainment for a great crowd.
East on a 7-0 run. Yes, a capacity crowd. It was a very hot ticket to get as Taj McWilliams checks back in for the East.
Right here, great open look. Brondello, I tell you, you give her time and you give her a look, and she's going to knock it down 50% of the time.
She has 6 points in the game. Lisa Leslie with a finger roll gets her own miss.
Lisa's so versatile. She can face up, put the ball on the floor like a guard, and obviously get those second shot opportunities with her rebounding skills.
And how about those Sparks? They're playing well now.
They're playing very well.
Going into the All-Star break, they won 6 of 7 as Vicky Bullitt.
Well, there's another post player, Robin, at the high post.
Right.
And she puts the ball on the floor and takes it to the hole and shoots a layup. I really like the versatile skills of the post players in this league.
Oh, Cheryl Swoops almost came down awkwardly, but draws the foul. Good pass from Michelle Timms. It's on Taj McWilliams. That's her second foul. Lisa Leslie puts it down on the floor so well.
She really does. She handles the ball well, works the baseline well off the dribble.
Vicky Johnson kicks it out to Brondello. just a bit hard.
Oh, and Swoops goes the other way. I mean,
look at Tina Thompson in transition.
That's hard to defend, Robin.
Oh, yeah. The unsung hero for the Comets, Tina Thompson. Vicky Bullitt, I don't know if that's a shot. Well, why not? Why not take a shot like that? It's an all-star game.
We've seen a variety of shots. We've seen a lot of quick shots. That's fine.
East the other way. Shannon Johnson has been electrifying. You can't leave Brondello open.
Do you think the East All-Stars understand we got a shooter on our team? I mean, every time down the floor, they're creating opportunities.
Just give her the ball. And Lisa Leslie sends Vicky Bullitt to the floor hard as Bullitt is called for the foul, but Brondello has the East back in it. Welcome back, everyone, and flying 1,000 feet above Madison Square Garden to provide us with these beautiful nighttime views of New York is Budweiser's own Bud One Airship. Bud Light, the official sponsor of the WNBA. And Lisa Leslie showing off her versatility, Pat.
Lisa has really stepped up her intensity offensively, and she's very versatile. She can put the ball down on the floor, obviously, and go to the basket. Sandy Brondello at the other end has done an excellent job of getting herself open and knocking down open shots. These two players will be competing against each other in Sydney. They could be playing for the gold. Tonight they're playing in a great arena, but the stakes might even be higher in 2000, Robin.
Yes, Pat, you're already setting the stage for that. It's going to be a showdown. A number of the core members of the 2000 team on the floor tonight. Nell Fortner, also the Olympic coach, is in attendance, wants to watch these players.
I was going to say, she has reason to be here to watch all this great talent.
Cheryl Swoops, the steal with her speed. My goodness.
Great anticipation. Swoops plays hard on the defensive end and creates a lot of easy scoring opportunities because she anticipates so well.
It's like Nancy was saying earlier, everyone always talks about Swoops' offense, but her defense is really what keys her game.
Well, she's a smart player, active hands. Got a piece of the ball there.
Right. Always seems to be where the ball is.
Well, I mean, she's a thief on the floor. She's always looking for an opportunity. Right there, Robin. Does a great job anticipating.
On cue, you did a good job at anticipating when to talk about that, Pat.
Well, you know I love defense. And I'm a Cheryl Swoops fan, I have to admit. I've been so impressed with her. First time I saw Cheryl Swoops play was in the '93 NCAA championship. They brought home, obviously, Texas Tech, won the national title. She's just gotten better and better right there. Shows an open denial stance, brings the ball up and handles it well. And she's got a great speed dribble to the basket. And she finishes.
Yeah, she had a record 47 points in the Final Four in 1993.
Well, that's one of those high numbers not against us. I was a spectator that weekend. And I tell you,
let it go. Let it go, Pat. It's okay. It's one time you didn't win.
No, but I really like her game. I remember everybody talking Texas Tech. I mean, they're great. They're great. Nancy Lieberman was working the games and saying, you've got to see Cheryl Swoops. And when I saw her, I really immediately took to her game, both offensively and defensively. And she put that team on her back to a championship.
She really did. Lisa Leslie missing from the line. 13 points for Lisa Leslie, go along with 5 rebounds. Vicky Johnson.
There's that lefty filling the left lane. I tell you, Johnson, to me, has done an excellent job for the Liberty and has been their most consistent outside threat.
The lefty, oh, give it up to
Sales. She can pass, too.
Yes, she can.
Nikisha Sales does a great job filling the right lane there.
It's just an 11-point lead again for the West, so the East just won't go away.
Well, I think in a game like this, you want to keep it respectable. And certainly, we have a floor full of competitors.
Absolutely. Long rebound out to Vicky Johnson. Doesn't have the numbers. Going to push it still. Vicky Bullitt. Hey!
Can you believe Bullitt comes into this game shooting 50% from the three-point range? There's your post player. To have a post player to shoot the three.
Oh, that just makes your eyes water, Pat.
Stretches that defense out.
Pinachero behind her back. But Yolanda Griffith can't hang on to it. And look at little Shannon Johnson.
That's a nice pass. Right here, you just look. She takes the ball away and puts a beautiful bounce pass into the post. You know, a lot of coaches will say, do you allow players to do things like that? And I go, as long as they can deliver it, and she can deliver it.
Yes, she can. Well, Yolanda Griffith definitely had the size advantage, but you see there, didn't work. Let's go to Tiffany Wright now with Shamiqua Holtzclaw.
Thanks, Robin. Shamiqua, obviously not the type of all-star game you wanted. You went down with an injury. What did they tell you was the problem with your finger?
Well, I went down, I heard it in the first half, and when I came out within 5 minutes in the game, and it was really bothering me. And when I went in the locker room, I'm like in pain. I'm like, guys, my finger's hurting. I'm on the bench complaining about it. Then I finally got an x-ray, and the doctor told me it was broken.
So what's the next step? They got in a splint now. What's the next step?
It's my index finger, and she said probably 3 weeks, but I mean, I don't agree with that, but we'll see. You know, she's a hand specialist, so we should see.
You're back here in the Garden, definitely your home state. Is it still a great night to be here despite your injury?
Oh, definitely. I'm excited because women's athletics in general have come so far. We have the soccer team here, and we're playing in our first All-Star game, so it's really exciting.
I guess a great night for women in sports. Definitely a great night. Thanks, Shamiqua. Let's go back to Robin.
All right, Tip, thank you very much. You heard Dr. Holtzclaw.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, Shamiqua now is a certified doctor. Can examine her own finger and make a decision that she'll be back within 3 weeks.
Well, she'll be re-examined by a Mystics team doctor tomorrow. But sure, her team is playing well. The Mystics playing alongside Nikki McCray, and she doesn't want to miss any time.
No, she doesn't, and she didn't play well in the first half, Robin. She's 2 of 6, and, you know, that's not typical and certainly not what she wants to happen here in the Garden in front of her family and friends.
Finishing with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Vicky Bullock, you know, she doesn't know this is for fun. You know, that look on her face, 5 fouls on Vicky Bullock. She's not just happy to be here. She wants her E squad to win. Rebecca Lobo and Shamiqua commiserating. Rebecca Lobo's gone for the year, of course. Shamiqua Holtzclaw hoping to get back as soon as she can with that fractured finger. And Vicky Bullock going out with 5 fouls.
You know, Rebecca's out, but you know how popular she's been when she's in the top 5 of the All-Star players. And, you know, you ask people now, who's your favorite player? And invariably you hear Rebecca Lobo, and her jersey is like one of the top 4 sales, you know, in this league. And, you know, she's done a great job of promoting the game and giving back to this game.
She certainly has. See, what was it, 95, I think it was, at UConn?
Excuse me, we need to be watching the action.
Beat some team in orange. It's escaping me right now.
Oh, good. Let's watch the All-Star game.
There you go, under 4 to play. Keisha Sales, also a member of that 95 Connecticut team.
Well, that went undefeated, and honestly, just a great basketball team. And Rebecca, she was that versatile inside player that shot the 3, worked off the baseline, scored in and outside. Just an excellent game.
Could do so many things to hurt you. Keisha Sales, long distance, comes up short. Keisha gets it over to Gillum. Going high is Yolanda Griffith, but Keisha Sales comes away with it, has Vicki Johnson ahead.
Nice heads-up play there by Nikisha Sales. And Vicki Johnson, she's really sparked the East Stars.
She really has, coming off the bench. In fact, the whole East bench has outscored the East starters.
Coming to me.
Hey, we got to take another look. I didn't even see what happened.
I thought she was going to pass the ball to Ruthie.
But instead it was to Yolanda Griffith. Oh, what was that, 360 spin?
It was.
Shannon Johnson trying to go inside. Yolanda Griffith banged up a little bit, but she's okay. Can smile it off. Just over 2 to go, and oh, nice.
Your little spin move.
Love this from a point guard. Come on back. Tyra, go Tyra, go Tyra. Back here, the inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. The East trailing the West, 73-59. More WNBA action coming up. You go, girl. Friday on Lifetime, Sacramento and Cleveland. Saturday on NBC, the Sparks have won 7 of the last 8 into the All-Star break. They'll take on Phoenix. And the Mercury Mill had pulled off the upset last week in Houston. The rematch, Houston and Phoenix, Monday night here on ESPN at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Not much time left in this inaugural WNBA All-Star Game. I don't think anybody is left. It's been a very festive atmosphere all game long.
Well, there's so much great individual talent, and it's up and down basketball. I think the transition basketball has been exciting for these fans.
Kim Hampton working on Natalie Williams. Under 2 to go now.
She needed to shoot that one.
That time she needed to shoot. Oh, good pass. Vicki Johnson to Nikisha Sales.
Those two have connected. They have played so well together.
And the takedown.
She's trying to make up for that turnover at the other end.
Just the first foul on Sales.
Right here, Vicki Johnson does a great job of taking the ball to the inside, making the pass to the outside. Nikisha Sales finishes. Right here. Oh, excellent crossover. Look away. Looked like a nice little point guard option there.
Not bad.
Not bad. Those two play well together.
Only 2 assists, though. And still looking for her first points.
Well, I think there's been a lot of missed opportunities. They've done an excellent job, and certainly Tisha's done a great job of pushing the basketball, but just haven't made those inside plays and finished it off.
That's right. Sports Century, the most influential, coming up next here on ESPN.
Need a 3 here, probably. Look at Shannon. She's pushing him.